Welcome to the Virtual Women's Forum, a groundbreaking initiative empowering women across generations. This collaboration between WSD Women and the East African community, women's intergenerational dialogue paves the way for transformative connections. Our mission is to unite senior women leaders with young visionaries for mentorship and impactful dialogue. Centered on the theme, the role of digital technologies and social media in enhancing women's leadership and empowerment, we aim to inspire change. Join us as we explore barriers and best practices in business, technology, media, politics, and academia. Together, we foster a future where women lead fearlessly, empowered by digital tools and networks. Through shared experiences and wisdom, we cultivate a space for growth and innovation. Join us in this transformative journey and let's shape the future of women's leadership together.
Good morning, distinguished guests, leaders, and the many remarkable women and men joining us across East Africa and the world. My name is Xiaxiahn Vaccalluzzo, though most people refer to me as Zazi. I'm from South Africa, but actually joining you all the way from Tallinn in Estonia today, one of the smallest digital nations on earth, but also one of the boldest. Estonia may be really small in size, yet its imagination is vast, a place where almost everything from voting to business registration happens online. It also reminds us that scale is not defined by geography anymore, but by vision. It's truly an honor to be here and share my message with you today as part of this gathering which celebrates the World Speech Day for Women, where voice becomes vision and where each of us are reminded that technology may connect us, but story is what unites us. This is not just about speeches. It's about stories that shape our collective future. If there's one thread that runs through my life's work, it's that every transformation begins with a story. My professional path has never followed a straight line. It's been a winding journey, a tapestry woven through cultures and causes across continents, from the widest skies of Southern Africa all the way to the northern lights of Europe. Each chapter has taught me something really profound. That stories are not only how we share who we are, they're also how we create belonging. And I've worked with so many entrepreneurs who had no marketing budget, but carried a vision so strong that it lit up every room. With women who had no formal platform, yet possessed a voice that could move mountains. And with change makers who only needed to be seen to be believed. And through all these experiences, one realization has guided me. Visibility creates trust, and trust creates opportunity. When people feel seen, they begin to believe in their own potential. This belief, simple yet radical idea, has become the seed of everything I'm doing today. A few years ago, that tiny little seed, that dream, grew into ONEZSM, our global digital trade ecosystem, born from the conviction that a business card should breathe. Instead of static profiles or long reports, we're building a video-first directory and marketplace, a living library of stories from small businesses, micro enterprises across Africa and beyond, with a deliberate focus on women in trade, youth entrepreneurs, marginalized businesses, and informal traders. I'd like to believe our mission is really simple yet transformative, to ultimately level the playing field and ensure that visibility and not privilege determines opportunity. And our approach is doubly simple. Each entrepreneur records their story in their own voice and potentially their own language, who they are, what they do, why they began, and their special story becomes their passport to trade. When buyers, investors, and partners can see the person behind the enterprise, trust is born, and when trust is born, trade follows naturally. Our slogan captures it very simply. Where visibility becomes trust, where trust becomes trade, where trade becomes transformation. Today, ONEZSM is rooted in Estonia, but its heartbeat is African. We have registered subsidiaries in Botswana and Malawi, and we're about to open our next companies in Nigeria, Kenya, South Africa, Mauritius and India, before expanding further across Africa and globally through new corridors of collaboration. Each of these initiatives tells a particular story. A woman in Dar es Salaam launching her herbal brand, a filmmaker in Botswana redefining African narratives, a cocoa entrepreneur in Ghana connecting with new buyers through visibility, a youth innovator in Lagos transforming a local dream into a global opportunity. This is ultimately our digital trade revolution, led by storytelling, powered by inclusion and unfolding right now. Parallel to ONEZSM, I serve as the Executive Director of the Global Chamber in Estonia, part of a network spanning across 500 metros worldwide. Our purpose is simple yet ambitious, to help leaders connect across borders and build trust-based trade corridors between Africa, Asia and Europe. In Estonia and across the Baltics, we've seen so often how technology can make small nations powerful. In Africa, I see all the time how community actually makes large nations resilient. Through Global Chamber, we are now bridging these two strengths, technology and community, to help entrepreneurs gain visibility, attract capital, and tell their stories with confidence. Together, ONEZSM and Global Chamber Estonia are reshaping trade from something transactional into something human, a chain of trusted stories linking entrepreneurs, nations, and futures. Today's theme moves me deeply, the role of digital technologies and social media in enhancing women's leadership and empowerment. I guess, what are tools, digital tools really, if not new storytelling instruments? Social media lets us broadcast our truth. Video allows us to be seen and understood. Digital platforms connect us beyond geography, language, and class, creating bridges of empathy that our ancestors could only dream of. But empowerment doesn't come from technology alone. It comes from how we use it, which is so important today. When we use these tools to tell our stories with authenticity and courage, we create mentorship across generations. We amplify quiet voices. We build visibility for others, even as we climb. And I think this is when technology really becomes transformation, not because of the code, but because of the connection we create. This is the essence of ONEZSM, and it's the essence of World Speech Day Women, ensuring that women and youth's voices are not just heard for a day, but remembered, referenced, and respected for generations to come. In the digital age, every upload is an archive, every story a legacy. So today, as we speak of leadership, mentorship, and empowerment, I invite each of you to see yourselves not only as participants, but as story keepers and story sharers, custodians of wisdom that deserve to travel beyond borders. Your experiences, your lessons, your courage, these are not mere footnotes. They're the raw material of our future. I'd like to invite you to join me at ONEZSM, make visibility the new currency of leadership. Let us build digital bridges between Arusha, Tallinn, Nairobi and Lagos, Kigali and Delhi, bridges not made of concrete, but of stories, trust and collaboration. Because when a woman or a young entrepreneur tells their story with courage, they do more than inspire. They shift the economy of belief. They remind us that leadership is not a title, it is an act of visibility, and through this act, we can transform not only communities, but the world itself. So as you leave this forum today, carry your story with pride, not as a marketing tool, but as a mirror of your purpose. Tell it often, tell it fearlessly, and help other women and young people find their own voice along the way. Thank you for listening, for believing, and we're so looking forward to building a collective future with all of you.